At the peak of my first burnout, the one that made me seriously ill, I couldn't even pick up a glass of water. My second burnout almost killed me. And today I'm leg pressing 300 kilos, I'm on my yoga mat daily, and I am training for the London Marathon. Now, most coaching focuses on the goal of running the marathon, ignoring what's underneath the fact that in burnout coaching, clients can't even lift a glass of water. So in this video, I want to talk to you about why all coaching needs to be burnout informed and why coaching is no longer safe without it. By the way, if we've not met before, I'm Kelly, I'm the Burnoutologist, and over the last 12 years, I have coached over 700 leaders through burnout and trained almost 200 coaches from 15 countries in how to be burnout informed. And my PhD is exploring the cognitive impact of burnout and how coaching can support recovery. That's enough about me though. Let's get into why coaching is no longer safe unless it's burnout informed, right? Why that matters and what needs to change. First though, some statistics. In this year's burnout report, it stated that 91% of the workforce had experienced chronic stress or burnout over the last 12 months. Additional reports give stats of between 58 and 74% of leaders who are experiencing burnout and looking for additional roles, and sector-specific reports of healthcare, education, legal, HR, and creatives report the same similar figures, right? So the very best scenario is that only 58% of the workforce are close to or at burnout. That in itself is already too much, right? But best case scenario is that 58% of the workforce are close to or at burnout. And worst case, that figure becomes 91%. Now, as a coach, I'd bet money on the fact that not every single one of your clients is in the 9% of the workforce that are not experiencing chronic stress or burnout. Right? Burnout is in your coaching rooms, whether you realize it or not. Now, we get trained as coaches, right, to focus on behavior and to focus on mindset shifts. I was trained and I qualified as a solution-focused executive coach, right, believing that my clients had energy, agency, and a willingness to change. But by its very nature, energy, agency and a willingness to change are what burnout actually steals from a client. And there's specific neuroscience behind this, which I cover in another video. But if you ignore the state of the client in front of you, the client that is struggling to pick up that glass of water, and you stay fixated and focused on the marathon training, not only will your clients not make any progress, and they'll also probably start to ghost you, but you could also push them deeper and further into a state of chronic stress and burnout. So the first thing that you need to focus on isn't the goal, it's the client state. And traditional coaching ignores that. Burnout has been growing exponentially since 2019, and coaching hasn't changed to meet the current realities of the world of work or the state of our clients that are trying to survive the world of work. But coaching that only focuses on goals and ignores the neuroscience, biology, and physiology of the person in front of them right now is doing more harm than good. And I know this because I've coached some of your clients. The clients who came to you exhausted and in need of help, they reached burnout and then they came knocking on my door. And they experienced the transformation with me. And they didn't do that necessarily because I'm the better coach, but because I coach differently. Because I understand burnout. And the coaches that I train coach differently because they understand burnout. And what's even better is that burnout-informed coaching doesn't just work with clients that are at or coming through burnout. It positively impacts all of your clients. And I've heard this from all of the almost 200 coaches that I have trained from around the world. All of them have said exactly the same thing. What they learn in a burnout-informed way helps every single one of their clients, whether burnout is in the room or not. Burnout-informed coaching doesn't mean you have to forget all of the amazing skills and experience that you already have. It adds to it. And this addition is part of the coaching evolution. Coaching needs to be burnout-informed to be safe and for your coaching to survive. More and more clients want to be seen and heard and have the space to think. The goals and the strategy, if that's all they're interested in, they can get that from AI. Burnout-informed coaching is people-focused, human-first coaching. It starts with state, the emotional, energetic, and physical state of your clients. Then it works on creating a sense of safety. Safety that allows a different pace, a different focus, space to think and breathe without always having to push and prove and keep going and moving 24/7. And then it works on self. The who are you? What are your client's strengths? Likes, dislikes, drivers, passions, values, and dreams. And then when you have worked on state and safety and self, you get to work on the strategy. Burnout-informed coaching is deliberately slower and safer, and as a result, it's more transformational with longer-term sustainable success. I still feel really proud when I see the incredible work that my clients are doing when they share it on LinkedIn, or they drop me emails even years later, years after we've worked together. If you're not burnout informed and you push your clients too fast, too soon, when the coaching fails, they'll blame you as the coach, not your training, not your qualifications, not your certificates, but you. So if you truly want to be the coach that your clients deserve and the coach that you wish you'd had, you need to be burnout informed. It's a non-negotiable. Coaching is no longer safe without it. Do hope you have taken something from this video. If you have, please do give it a like and subscribe. I also realised from all of the years that I've been doing this work that most coaches still miss the signs of burnout. If you want to find out if you are able to spot those signs of burnout, I will drop a link in the description to a 3-minute assessment that you can take to find out if you have what it takes to spot the signs of burnout. For now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.